Hey, this is Gerald Clayton, and you're watching First Look.
Hello, I'm Don Was, president of Blue Note Records, and today on First Look, we're going to be speaking with pianist and composer Gerald Clayton about his debut release on the Blue Note label. It's an album called Happening, live at the Village Vanguard. Hey, Gerald, how you doing, man?
Hey, Don, I'm good, man.
Welcome, and congratulations on a really beautiful album.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Honored to be here.
In case some folks don't know, Gerald is one of the foremost musicians of his generation, having recorded and performed with artists like Roy Hargrove, Charles Lloyd, Kendrick Scott, Terry Lynn Carrington, Ambrose Akamusiri, John Schofield, Gretchen Parlato. The list goes on and on. He studied with Billy Childs and the great Kenny Barron, and of course is the son of the legendary bassist John Clayton and the nephew of saxophonist Jeff Clayton. And you've been nominated for a whole slew of Grammy Awards. Let's talk about this new album, recorded live at the Village Vanguard. Let's talk a bit about the virtues of recording live in front of an audience as opposed to the solitude of the studio.
Yeah, I think that was sort of the main goal of this record, was to find a way to more honestly depict who I am as a musician and as an artist. And when I think about it, the majority of my year is going up on stages and playing in front of people and connecting with audiences and connecting to that energy in the room. So it felt right just to include an actual live record in my body of work, and what better place to do it than the Sacred Village Vanguard.
But let's talk about that. How does it feel to go up on that stage?
Man, it's daunting. I feel very fortunate to have had a number of experiences there and chances to dance on that stage. But the first few times, I was a nervous wreck, man. You feel the energy of the spirits in that room, and it's an honor.
Let's talk about this band. What a great collection of musicians you got up there with you.
Yeah, man. That's another reason why I called the record Happening, because all these cats are happening, man. It's the great Marcus Gilmore on drums, Joe Sanders on bass, Logan Richardson on alto saxophone, and Walter Smith III on tenor saxophone.
Beautiful band. How do you work it out? Do you rehearse a lot before? What preparation do you go into before you do a show like this?
Cats don't really like to rehearse, I found. I think was it the great Wayne Shorter who says, you can't rehearse the unknown. What's so great about the Vanguard is you have 6 nights to really, experience the music evolve and grow. So, you might get together for a rehearsal sound check on that Tuesday afternoon, set up, and then you're off. And by Sunday, hopefully you have a record.
How do you choose them all? What's the process? You have to listen to everything you played, right?
Yeah, we started recording on Thursday, so we got Thursday through Sunday, 2 sets a night. It is a hard process because all of those moments are so special. And when I listen back to them, to my ear, I'm hearing more than just the notes. I'm hearing the attitude behind the notes and sort of what caused any kind of happenings on stage. So yeah, it's just, you just kind of hope for the best, put something out there and see what sticks.
All right. Well, let's talk about some of the songs, okay? Tell us something about Rejuvenation Agenda. It's one of your songs.
Yeah, Rejuvenation Agenda is a new composition of mine. I think this moment asks the question, what's next? What's on your agenda for the future? How do you see yourself manifesting a greater vision for the future? So that's what the narrative behind the song is all about.
Great. Let's listen to some of that. That's Rejuvenation Agenda from Gerald Clayton's new album, Happening, live at the Village Vanguard. Another favorite song of mine on there is Celia.
Mm.
Tell me something about that one.
Man, for years I've always included a standard in my set. I love all of the repertoire that I grew up playing and grew up listening to, and especially at the Village Vanguard, it feels right to include some of that in your set. It's just a great format, a great platform for us to play and to see what happens. If you don't include a standard on your set, Lorraine Gordon would let you know about it. So that was our little shout out to her for sure.
That's good.
But yeah, it feels like an honest part of me too. No set feels complete unless I put something else in there, some originals and some standards.
All right, let's play that one.
Cool.
That's Celia by Gerald Clayton from his brand new album, Happening, live at the Village Vanguard. Now let's talk about the song A Light. Love that one.
Yeah, a light is kind of a simple one. I try not to put too much of a narrative or a meaning behind the title. It's a simple tune, just kind of almost like Chick Corea's Got a Match. It's a short form. It just cycles, and it's a good platform for us to kind of throw the ball around. We do some trading on this. You'll hear one soloist take the chorus and pass it to the next cat. So pretty simple, A Light.
Let's check it out. Finally, let's listen to another standard, Body and Soul. What made you pick that one?
I think that was a spur of the moment decision on one of those nights where I wanted to break things down and play a ballad. And I think that's one of the most beautiful ballads ever written. It's a song that, sort of has risen to the top of the standard repertoire. I think a lot of people are familiar with that song. As I said, all of these are just platforms for us to try to express ourselves honestly. So chose Body and Soul.
Okay, let's play it. Body and Soul. That's beautiful, man. There's such great interaction with that band. It's an extraordinary group you put together.
Thank you, Don.
I want to ask you one last thing about growing up in a musical family. Your dad, he's probably my favorite living bass player, man. He's there's a coolness and a confidence and a relaxation and a real warmth in his tone. I love watching him play. I love hearing him play. And I can hear that same kind of thing in your playing. And did he instill values in your playing, or did you pick it up through osmosis?
I probably more through osmosis than anything. But I was that kid who looked up to my father so much. He was my hero from day one. It felt only natural to just kind of follow in his footsteps. But looking back now, I do kind of recognize all of the fortunate circumstances I had, you know, to grow up and to be exposed to not just the music and all of the great, you know, music he had in his record collection, but also the lifestyle behind the music. To see him and his friends interact, you know, going to sound checks and rehearsals and seeing these grown men and women, you know, telling jokes and laughing and giving each other hugs. It was just this really warm environment of love surrounding the music, and I think that was kind of the inspiration from a young age. Was this just feels good? I just want to be here. But I certainly have him to thank for all that.
That's nice, man. Well, look, Gerald, thank you so much for being here on First Look today. I just love this record, and it's an honor to have you on Blue Note Records. Welcome.
Man, it's an honor to be here, really. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, man. If you enjoyed First Look and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon. That way, you'll be notified when we post our next video.